Hi, I'm Ed Pound, the Managing Director of the Operations Science Institute. Welcome to the Institute's series, 52 Weeks of Operations Science in 2 minutes. To be clear, we're not going to compress a year's worth of operations science into 2 minutes. Every week during this 52-week series, we will provide 2 minutes of powerful, practical operations science insights. If you are not already applying operations science, you're wasting money and resources. Supercharge your and your team's skills with high-value, low-cost operations science online certification. Last week, we concluded the stock inventory overview. This week, we're going back to WIP inventory and a very powerful and practical operations science tool, flow performance curves. A fundamental operations science law is Little's Law, and it describes the relationship between cycle time, WIP, and throughput. Back in week 10, we introduced flow performance curves. We're going to dive into those a little bit more deeply this week, but first, what is work in process? Is it only things that I can count and physically touch? Do software developers have WIP? Yes, they do. It's virtual WIP. To see virtual WIP, write all the tasks you have for your project, whether you are in software development, construction, or new product development, and put them on a board. A primary concern for any process is the time required to work on WIP because that time requires capacity resources. This applies to physical or virtual WIP. So WIP could be the task or physical items associated with construction, could be the task or the very precious WIP of people associated with healthcare. WIP could be all the parts associated with the jet engine and the task associated with the service of maintenance, repair, and overhaul. And of course, there's physical WIP associated with physical production, whether that is packaging avocados or building automobiles. Only 4 pieces of data are needed for flow performance curves. Pretty simple data requirements. For curve creation, specify process bottleneck rate and raw process time, which is the minimum cycle time through the process, including variability and setups, not the same as value-added time. Average WIP and average throughput are the only data needed to compare current performance to best possible. Let's look at the curves in detail. Throughput is the left axis, values for the red lines. The top red line is the bottleneck rate. The second piece of data for curves calculation goes with the right axis, cycle time drawn with blue lines. The raw process time is the bottom blue horizontal line. Next, you know how much work in process you have and what your throughput is. This locates you on a throughput curve for your process. Then with Little's Law, you can calculate cycle time to locate on cycle time curve. Comparing against required demand shows how well the process is performing. For full detail on the curves and this powerful practical analysis, see the Institute's online courses in flow leadership. I started at a client one day, and on the second day, I had completed this analysis and identified a 30% increase in throughput, requiring minimal investment. Next week, we look at stock inventory performance curves and some secrets of stock inventory control for optimization. Please join us at the Operations Science Institute. Like, share, subscribe, and comment on this video. Create an account at opscience.org for more great resources. Both the account and the resources are free. Contact us at info@opscience.org for personalized training. The Institute will train and certify your own trainers for long-term sustainability in your organization. Get your own Operations Science online certification. Share your knowledge and inspire, energize, and sustain success for you and those around you.